What's up, everyone? So I was having issues before. Obviously I drove the car, I did donuts, but now I'm having issues again, and I think I found out why. When I ran E85, my O-rings all expanded and they were too big for where they actually were sitting, and I think that's what's causing the issues now. But before, obviously, when it was just the stock fuel pump and everything, before I took it apart, it would work because there's no room for them to expand. But now, once I took out the fuel pump and replaced everything and took stuff out and put it back in, it just wouldn't go back together right, and I'm not maintaining fuel pressure. So when I did drive it, it did feel fast, but I never pushed it over like 25-30% throttle just because I was kind of worried, and it was like the first drive. I didn't want to push it that hard, and I've been driving it a little bit more, and it has like no power to it up top. Like, it just cuts out, and I've been playing with it a lot, and I'm sure that this is the problem. So I just pretty much got a whole new fuel bucket. It was actually really cheap. So I'm gonna throw my new fuel pump that I had in here, and these O-rings should not be affected by E85, obviously, like I had. Also, my friend Ben is here to help. So we get this driving that's actually fast. Hopefully he could get some good shots. So I have the fuel hanger assembly disassembled. I have fuel all over my garage, and here is one of the O-rings that's giving me issues. As you can see, it doesn't fit right. Like, it's too big and it won't fully seal. That is the one for the actual, the fuel pressure regulator, like the OEM one that the FRS uses. And then the one that was that seats the actual sending port for the fuel pump, it's also too big, and when I took it out to kind of try to diagnose and fix everything, it just wouldn't go back in. So these are all junk. I actually even lost the clip to hold on the fuel regulator that goes over this, and yeah, so I just bought a whole new hanger. It's super cheap, like I said, so not too big of a deal. So I'm just gonna go ahead and replace everything and see if it works. All right, so I just threw it in. Huge difference. I can use all the throttle. Here, let me show you. So I have response all the way. It's a lot more responsive than before, and I think it's actually gonna put down power now. So we're gonna go play around with it and see what happens. Just backing out. Okay. When I straighten out, I'm gonna have you film. I'll have power steering soon. Oh my! You can feel the bolts getting loose in it. Okay, so as you saw, I tried to do a burnout and totally failed. When I put throttle down, I realized that I get a vacuum leak where the brake booster is, and my brakes don't work as they should, and I keep rolling forward and having to kind of drift out. So we're going to AutoZone right now and just walking over there and grabbing a clamp, because the clamp I have on there right now doesn't work very well. So hopefully we'll get a cool burnout for this video. It's still starving again, like it has been.
So we just replaced the flux capacitor today, and turns out it's fucking up also.
I think what was back there's something wrong with that. I think something was up with the fuel.
Yeah, because wait, you talking about the sound that we heard?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't think that was a piece of plastic, man. I know when a piece of plastic is scraping on it.
Yeah.
Until next time.
Play with it another day.
Until next time.
Okay, so we had more fuel problems. I have the reason why. It's this little O-ring broke. I have the fuel bucket out again. It was basically the one that sat on the end of the fuel pump and kept the fuel going out into the actual system. So as it sat in there, it wasn't a good seal, and it kept shooting fuel kind of down around it back into the bucket. Okay, so it's a couple days later. I did some more diagnosing on the car, and it blew the same O-ring again right before I was trying to do the burnout. So I have a different one in there that's a little bit smaller, and I think it's fitting better. But I've been driving it around, and I'm getting it warm, and I haven't had any kind of like fuel cutting issues at all. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the camera up, and we'll do a little lap, and then hopefully it doesn't blow again, the stupid O-ring, and we'll roast some tires. So let's see how it goes. I don't know why it's doing that, but I don't think that's a fuel thing. I think that's an ignition thing right now. So much power. It breaks loose so easily. It's ridiculous. Like it can't even, these tires don't even work. So obviously the fuel problem is solved. I even ran an open regulator, fuel pressure regulator, to get a little more fuel pressure, and it stopped cutting out up top because it was kind of doing that. And yeah, it does burnouts now. So I don't think I got this on video, but the reason I stopped early is because it overheated and coolant started shooting everywhere out of the overflow. So I'm gonna look into maybe some different fans or something like that and figure out how to get it to run a little bit more reliable. But other than that, like it's a lot faster than when I first drove it. Especially driving around like with the fuel problem solved, like it's where I want it to be, because I was a little worried at first that I was like, oh, is this it? Like this can't be it. But now like I'm a lot more satisfied. Like it's hard to keep this thing straight when you floor it and launch it and stuff. So all right, well, if you enjoy burnouts, make sure to leave a like on the video, and don't forget to subscribe, because there's gonna be a track day coming up soon in a couple months, and I'll start prepping for that and getting the interior finished and the roll cage painted. All right, I'll see you guys next time.